waiting for our tram ride to head up the hill for Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. When is the last time that you were here? Do you remember?
No, wasn't last year.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was last year for you.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was like the end of summer last year. Actually, it was in July because they still had the fireworks show and we got the night ride on Pantheon. With them being open until 10 tonight, I'm hoping that we're going to be able to replicate that and get a couple night rides on Pantheon. But I will say it looks pretty darn busy. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens. All right, tram time. Tell you what, we've been here a bunch. I mean, at this point, maybe, I don't know, 50 or 60 times. And every time I come, it still amazes me, man. It truly is one of the most beautiful parks in America. Especially as far as just theming being everywhere and not being in a Disney or a Universal park. So, yeah, it's a great place to be. Busy day today. It's Saturday, August 17th. So, yeah, busy but beautiful. More parks could take notice. This is awesome. I mean, if it's 90 degrees outside and you're hot, how refreshing is it to be in all this shade and get some cool breeze?
It feels great. That's the perfect time, right up the hill.
It hits the spot. More parks should take advantage of foliage and provide. I mean, check out the lighting. Once the sun goes down, this is even more beautiful back here. But, you know, there's a reason why this park consistently gets voted as the most beautiful park in America and in the world in some cases.
Scan platform. Welcome here.
Harness the speed and strength of 5 Roman gods as you conquer Pantheon.
It's not at all.
You'll have to sit there and take pictures as they come in. Oh, yeah.
So we just got off Invader, and it's been a pretty busy Saturday, to be honest. Big crowds here and long lines, but it's still worth it. Verbolten was closed today. They are getting it ready for the Halloween Fright Fest, and yeah, the park is beautiful as usual and a great time. Just, you know, you have to have patience on days like today. Fortunately, it's not too hot, so about to head over to Griffin and get on there. We'll check back in with you later, but hopefully the lines for a churro aren't too long because I'm starting to feel a little bit of a siesta coming on. So, you know, it's moments like this that I'm talking about. Look at the lights. The sun is finally starting to go down here at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, and you know, the picturesque scenery is really what you're looking for. Some beautiful birds. Yeah, just a really great place to spend time by yourself or with loved ones. I mean, probably a little more fun by yourself, but
Really?
I mean, she's not bad. At least she's pretty, you know? Much prettier than I am. Alright, so we have officially headed into evening time. We are walking up the hill from Finnegan's Flyer, and we are on our way to ride the Loch Ness Monster for the first time since it reopened with the premier ride to refinish. So, should be a pretty fun and interesting experience. It's going to be the first time that I've ridden Loch Ness Monster since they closed it down. So, yeah, old vintage classic. Let's see if it's still rideable. See if they made it more enjoyable. I've intentionally really not watched anything about what they redid here because I kind of wanted to be surprised, especially for such an old vintage ride. You know, I don't want to go into too high of expectations. So I'm going into this with the thought as to how it used to be and hoping to be pleasantly surprised that it's now a little bit better. So we shall check it out, but here we are crossing the tracks and heading to jump on Nessie. See you in a bit. Literally walking off Nessie right now, and boy, that's wicked. The track work by Premier is phenomenal. It's exceptionally smooth, and I'll tell you what, if you have a park that has had an aero looper removed in the last 10 years, riding Loch Ness Monster has to make you sick to your stomach, because rides like Vortex at Kings Island, they could still be here right now. Yeah, the indoor section, it's a little difficult to see it because of how quickly you're taking the indoor helix portion, but the on-ride audio is a really nice plus. And like I said, man, it is super smooth. Couldn't be any happier. They really knocked it out of the park with redoing that. And, you know, for a purist like myself, I love the fact that Loch Ness Monster is going to be in this park for at least another 20 or 30 years. That is sick. Well done. Well done, Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. Well done. All right, we got to head over, try to jump on Alpengeist and probably Apollo's Chariot at least once before we make a mad dash to Pantheon to finish the night. So, all right, we almost got taken out by the train tracks, which ironically would be the second time that Kristen has almost been taken out by train tracks. She'll be the first person to acknowledge. I think at Cedar Point I saved her life a couple of years ago. Yeah, it was close. Almost took her out. So, all right, we'll check back in a bit. All right, here we go. First ride of the night on Apollo's Chariot. Really depends on who you ask whether you would call this the first B&M Hyper or not. Really kind of up in the air between this and Raging Bull at Six Flags Great America. One was supposed to open before the other, but it didn't, so, you know, I still like to think that this is the first, but that's just me. Sorry for all the bad lighting, but it's bright here. We've had a wonderful, wonderful day. I think she does love me from time to time, so, no, it's been awesome. And Apollo's Chariot, great way
Having a good night.
Yeah, great way to start to wind the night down. We have about an hour and a half left, probably about a 15-minute wait for this, and then we're going to see how many times we can marathon Pantheon until they kick us out.
We'll be there till 10.
Yeah, we'll find out. This is why you come to Busch Gardens at night. Not just for the amazing night rides, but for the amazing off-ride night rides. That's right. Pantheon at night, no replacement. So it is 10 o'clock on Saturday, August 17th, and Kristen and I are walking out of Busch Gardens. And what a beautiful night. Got to finish it off with a killer back row ride on Pantheon, and then 2 back row rides on Apollo's Chariot. And we're just heading out and starting our walk back to the car, well, at least back to the tram, when we had got here today. Very ominous music. But as we had got here today, they told us, and this is how we knew it was going to be busy, all of the VIP and Prestige parking and Platinum parking was sold out. So, yeah, we got a nice long walk back to the car. But I think that is, that's officially going to wrap us up from Busch Gardens, Williamsburg today. And I guess we'll keep it tried and true. Thank you guys again so much for watching. And until next time, we'll see you out there.